Hey everybody, welcome back to Cruiser X, or welcome to Cruiser X. It has been a interesting week when it comes to cruise news. We've got a bunch of different stories. We've got one that involves something in a pool. And then we have a man who was stabbed on a ship. We have customers losing perks and much more. So, before we get into that, let's roll the intro. Seriously, we talked about. Roll the intro. Not that hard. So, as I mentioned, we had something in a pool that shouldn't be in a pool on a cruise ship. So, we've all heard of the poop deck on a cruise ship, and this is where some passengers took it literally. I think the best way to explain is to watch this movie clip. So apparently some passengers decided that they wanted to take their young one into the pool. And what happened is the swim diapers that they used, failed to retain foreign material within the confines of the diaper. So anyway, it got out in the pool. You can imagine the hysteria on deck. The pool had to be drained and had to be cleaned. So it was shut down for 2 days. If this was a sea day, I guarantee you there were a lot of unhappy passengers. So a note to cruisers, if you have young children that are not toilet trained, then they cannot go in the pool, even with the swim diapers. The swim diapers are perfect for your personal pool. I'm sure your kids are cute, but none of us want to see them in the pool unless they're toilet trained. The cruise lines actually have rules, I'll put them up on the screen, about kids in non-toilet trained in diapers in the pool. You just can't do it. And it's not fair to the rest of the passengers. So now, because these people didn't follow the rules, a lot of people lost pool time. Really wasn't fair. So again, if you have kids that are not toilet trained, just don't take them in the pool. Sorry, but those are the rules. Next, we move on to the Carnival Magic, where they had a man stabbed on the ship. So apparently what happened, it was right during a show in the theater on the ship, and one passenger was getting rowdy. So another passenger got involved and told that person to calm down a bit. That didn't happen. That person then grabbed a bar glass, broke it, and then what we're not clear on is, did the person get stabbed just because the glass broke and something stabbed him? Or did he break the glass and then take a piece of that broken glass and try and stab him? The injured passenger was treated in medical, and the person who did the stabbing was locked in their cabin by security for the remainder of the cruise and then turned over to the FBI after the cruise. They are now banned from Carnival and all of their sister cruise lines for life. So it's just not a matter that they can't take a Carnival cruise. They can't take a cruise on any of Carnival's lines, which include Princess Cruise Lines. The interesting thing is that if the glass broke and then a piece of it just stabbed the person, that's one charge. If the glass broke, then they took a piece of broken glass and stabbed them, then it becomes attempted murder. So the investigation is still ongoing. I checked just before recording this video. I didn't find an update. But fortunately, the injured person is okay. That person shouldn't have been getting rowdy, but certainly even if they were, that is no reason whatsoever that they should have been attacked or stabbed. The passenger should have reported it to the crew, who could have gotten security involved and de-escalated the situation like that. So, interesting event on Carnival Cruise Lines. So since we're already talking about Carnival Cruise Lines, why don't we just stay right there? it looks like Carnival is going to remove some of the perks from their Diamond and Platinum customers on a cruise that's getting ready to go out of Barcelona. The reason why? Too many loyal customers are on that cruise. So it's an issue where they created this rewards program, and a lot of people who enjoy Carnival Cruises signed up for it, and a lot of people ranked up and earned those privileges, but because there's too many of them, they got to take them away. So it seems like a really raw deal that Carnival is dishing out to these passengers. Some of the perks they're losing are priority embarkation and disembarkation, priority seating and dining. It really, you're punishing those people who are loyal to your cruise line for remaining loyal. It doesn't make sense. I used to travel a lot, and I was platinum with Delta and got put in first class a lot. Never ran into an issue where Delta said there were too many of you people on the flight. Same with the hotels. So I don't understand it, but that's the deal that's happening on the Carnival Freedom. And it's going to impact a lot of cruisers. So I hope it's not something that we see any of the other cruise lines repeat. Because that would really, it's a raw deal, and it would really be a slap in the face to other passengers from other cruise lines. So good news for probably the worst cruise line out there, Margaritaville at Sea. They are in the process of purchasing a new ship. They are purchasing the Costa Atlantica, and this ship will begin operation in about a year. The current ship they have, the Margaritaville at Sea, is an older ship that they got from Costa, and it's really in rough shape. Ben and David, as you see here, did a cruise, and they considered it their worst cruise ever. The acquisition of this new ship really is good news. While it's still an older ship, it's much newer than the current one they have. It's a nicer ship, and it's going to give them a chance to extend their itineraries, have a longer travel schedule, go to different ports. So it should allow the cruise line to compete a little bit more with the Royal Caribbeans of the world and the other ones. The new ship is too big to originate out of the Port of Palm Beach, so it will have to originate either out of Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Port Canaveral. Perhaps maybe they'll go to the West Coast. Nothing's been announced yet, but it certainly is a needed move for this cruise line, because the biggest criticism is that the cruise ship did not match the niceness of the resorts. The Margaritaville resorts are amazing. Jimmy Buffett, rest in peace, built an amazing product, but that cruise ship, wow, just did not live up to that name. So it's a great move for them. Best of luck moving forward. This should really help them out next year. That is it for this episode of Cruise News. We hope you enjoyed the video. Please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification button so that you know every time that we post a new video. And we will see you in the next video. Could you put the logo up? Seriously.